can we talk about something I haven't fully processed? The sheer weight of being married. I love Liam more than anything, but the feeling of being a wife versus a girlfriend is just different.
Oh, I know that feeling. It's like a massive psychological switch flips the moment you sign the paper. It's not just legal, it's cultural. It's the moment you stop being just an individual and become part of a unit, the we.
Exactly. The we is relentless. I was 33 when I got married, so I had over a decade of complete self-determination. Now, every single decision, from ordering takeout to booking a weekend trip, requires a consultation.
And the financial side is the biggest shock, isn't it? Even if you've been living together and sharing expenses, merging bank accounts, retirement plans, and debt feels like signing a new constitution.
It feels so much heavier. Before, if I blew a paycheck on a designer bag, it was my irresponsible moment. Now, it impacts our savings goal for the house down payment. The individual risk is gone, but the shared accountability is crushing.
It shifts your entire perspective on career, too. I used to be able to jump jobs on a whim for something exciting, but unstable. Now I have to think, does this new salary cover half the mortgage? Does it provide good health care for both of us?
The risk tolerance plummets. You suddenly become this super responsible, risk-averse adult you swore you'd never be, just because you have someone else's stability tethered to yours.
And for women especially, there's this weird societal pressure that marriage suddenly demands domesticity. I work 50 hours a week, yet somehow I feel guiltier than ever if the laundry isn't done or the kitchen isn't spotless.
The invisible labor. That's the most frustrating thing that changed. Even if my husband is great and shares the physical chores, I feel like the default household CEO. I'm the one who remembers the dentist appointments, the anniversary of his cousin's pet, and when we last changed the air filter.
It's the mental load, the planning, the emotional forecasting. It's exhausting, and it's almost entirely silent. Before marriage, I didn't stress about whether we had enough olive oil. Now I feel personally responsible for the pantry stock.
It's like society hands you the title of wife, and along with it comes the unwritten job description of Chief Operating Officer of Domestic Life. And we're 35. We thought we were past those archaic roles.
We are, but the roles are subtle. They sneak in through expectation. Like, if my husband is sick, it's not just a person being sick. It's my husband being sick, and I must perform the role of nurturer and caregiver perfectly.
And the loss of true, unadulterated me time is real. Even when I'm alone, I feel obligated to be productive, run errands, meal prep, something for the unit. The time feels less like my own and more like a stolen resource.
I miss the spontaneous decisions. Remember those days when you could just text, "Be in Paris tomorrow, wanna come?" Now it's a 4-step process. Check shared calendar, confirm budget, coordinate dog sitter, and negotiate time off.
The bureaucracy of love, it kills the magic sometimes. And what about the way our friendships changed? That was a surprise for me.
They absolutely change. Single friends start treating you differently, like you've moved to a different planet. And suddenly most of your social life revolves around couple friends and organized double dates.
The energy shifts from individual connection to performing coupledom. It's fun, but I miss those deep, unstructured one-on-one nights that didn't have to be approved by a spousal calendar.
And the assumption that you're now on the baby track. That's the loudest cultural expectation that hits after the wedding. Every conversation pivots to timelines, fertility, and future nurseries.
Even if you were ambivalent about kids before, the moment you get married, the social pressure makes you question every decision. Am I being selfish? Am I holding back my partner? It's relentless external noise.
It's the feeling that marriage isn't the finish line. It's the starting line for the next series of intense life demands. House, kids, stable retirement. It's overwhelming when you thought you were just solidifying your current partnership.
I think the biggest personal change is the shift from individual identity to relational identity. Before marriage, I was Clara, the ambitious writer, the great friend. Now, I feel like 70% of my identity is defined by being Liam's wife.
And that can feel suffocating if you don't fight against it. We have to actively maintain our individual hobbies, our separate friendships, and our professional boundaries to ensure we don't completely merge into one amorphous entity.
We have to practice being separate, even while being married. It takes deliberate, conscious effort to say, I'm going to spend this Saturday alone, and it's not a crisis.
And you have to fight the urge to use your partner as your sole emotional support system. That's a trap, too. They can't be your everything. They'll burn out and you'll lose your independent coping skills.
That's been the hardest lesson. Learning how to regulate my own emotions, even though I have this rock-solid, reliable person right there, I have to allow him to just be a partner, not a therapist.
So, what's the good side? The side that makes all the identity shifts, the lost spontaneity, and the mental load worth it.
The safety, the absolute, fundamental psychological safety, knowing that no matter what chaos happens in the outside world, job loss, a health scare, whatever, you have a permanent, reliable teammate who is contractually and emotionally committed to facing it with you.
That reliability is gold. It's the difference between navigating a crisis alone and having someone whose default response is, okay, we're a team. What's the plan?
It's the quiet, deep companionship, the feeling of coming home, not just to a space, but to a person who knows the completely unedited version of you, the good, the bad, the irrational, the weird, and they signed up for it anyway.
And the small, beautiful moments of shared history, the inside jokes, the shorthand language, the comfort of knowing their rhythms so intimately you can anticipate their needs before they even voice them. That comfort is worth the loss of spontaneity.
It shifts from the high-drama, intense passion of dating to a deeper, more sustainable peace. It's not always exciting, but it's always safe and warm.
That's the definition of adult love, isn't it? It's not the fire, it's the constant, steady heat.
So we've traded the excitement of a high-risk individual life for the deep, grounding safety of a committed partnership.
And the challenge now is to take that stability and use it as a launch pad for our individual goals, rather than letting it become a comfortable cage.
We have to consciously remind ourselves that the we is strongest when the I is healthy. I'm going to schedule my writing time again, non-negotiable.
And I'm going to delegate some of that CEO of domestic life mental load. My husband is capable. I just have to stop assuming I'm the only one who cares about the olive oil.
That's the key. Fighting the internalized roles. We can have the stability without losing our identities. We just have to be deliberate about it.
It's a work in progress, but at least we're building it together.
Exactly. Cheers to the complicated, beautiful mess of modern marriage.
Cheers, and may your olive oil cabinet always be full.